We talk a big game about strategizing here at Neighbourhood. To be honest, we've done our fair share of getting stuck into work without spending the time required to strategize. So nowadays, it's an essential part of any of our projects. If you're looking to dip your toes into some social media marketing, then your first job is strategizing. And the best way to strategize is with our top tips. Howdy, it's Trav from Neighbourhood, where we help brands find, sell, and keep their people. First off, every platform needs its own strategy because a lot of people still group all social media under one big heading, when in actual fact, the separate websites and platforms can differ in major ways, and each deserves its own strategy. The approach that you take to marketing on Facebook should be substantially different to the approach that you take on Instagram, and to the approach that you take on LinkedIn, if you get the picture. If you're not sure why they should be treated differently, then consider 1. Why do people use this platform? For socializing or for networking? 2. How active are your competitors on this platform? 3. What kind of ad, i.e. single photo, video, carousel, or animated, works best on this platform? Number 4. What time of the day do most people use this platform? Number 5. What kind of demographic is on this platform? If you want to do social right, you'll approach each of these questions for an individual platform and let them dictate how you plan. It'll improve your engagement and your ROI out of sight. Next, you need to be super specific with the objective. Every social ad you create needs a clear and straightforward goal. Whether it's getting a user to fill out a form, download an article, or visit your website, the less of a breadcrumb trail you need to leave, the better. Don't leave the opportunity open for people to get confused or lost, because I guarantee they will. This will also help with the optimization of the ads themselves. Platforms like Facebook allow you to build your ads with certain goals in mind. For example, clicks or conversions. When you do so, the audience is further segmented to try and get those results. If you are looking for clicks, it will show more so to people that have clicked the ads in the past. Even the payment method is affected by this. Paying for clicks or paying for impressions is the most obvious choice, but that depends on your end goal of the ad. You also need to get specific with audience segmentation because the masses of people that use social media can be daunting. Even more daunting is trying to ensure that you don't waste money on advertising to people whom your product or service is not relevant. This is why many social media platforms have extensive and super useful segmentation tools, so the market can get specific about who they pitch their ads to. Consider the sort of things your ideal audience likes, where they work, how much they make, what they do on the weekend, what level of schooling they have achieved, what their living and travel habits are. All of this is important information in this segmenting to make an effective audience. Lastly, ensure you conduct regular split testing, or they call it A/B split testing. This is a process of running 2 ads simultaneously that are identical in every aspect bar one. After a certain period of time or a number of engagements, you can then review which one was more effective and then update all future advertising. This process is such an integral part of the advertising process that many platforms have made it an integral tool. Facebook, for example, allows you to split test across multiple different categories as a feature. And there you have it, 4 surefire ways to ensure that your social media strategy has its basics covered and is leaving little as possible to chance. So if you found this video helpful, then feel free to share it with someone that you know that needs a hand with social media. You can also subscribe to our blog where you'll find a bunch more tools, tips, and templates to help you find, sell, and keep your people, just like Neighbourhood does. And that's it from me. Happy marketing.